Coming into this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers are riding a two-game winning streak over the K-State Wildcats and the Charlotte 49ers, but now conference play starts as the schedule really picks up as number 3 Ohio State is in town. It is the number 2 offense in terms of points per game, the number 1 in terms of yards per game, led by the number 1 rushing attack in the country, taking on the number 9 rushing defense in the country of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Buckeyes are missing their starting left tackle, but they still have Trevion Henderson leading their rushing attack. Will the JoJo Domann-led defense be able to stop this Ohio State offense? Making his way to the field, it's the freshman quarterback C.J. Stroud of the Buckeyes offense coming off a 3-touchdown performance last week. We'll start things off with the Buckeyes on offense, as Stroud's going to pitch this one to Henderson, a little bit of an option, gets an 8-yard gain as he's wrapped up by Honus. 2 yards short of the marker. It's 2nd and 2. It's going to be another handoff to Henderson, and this time he sheds a tackler in the backfield, and the Honus wraps him up after he picks up the first down. So they move the chains. 2nd and 10 now later in the drive. Stroud keeps it on the read option. Stiff arms Payne off him. Already got 2 tackles from Payne shed, but Honus wraps him up. It's now a 3rd and 7. Stroud looking to convert, and he finds Chris Olave, one of the very good receivers on this Buckeyes team. They are now inside Nebraska territory. So Stroud is going to be sacked here for a loss of 5 yards to bring up 2nd and 15. It's a sophomore, Ty Robinson, securing that sack. And then Stroud is going to find Wilson on a wide receiver screen, but he loses big yards, so it's 3rd and 21 upcoming for the Buckeyes offense. Pistol formation, Stroud rolling out to his right a bit, finds Wilson, but only gets 2 yards, so it's 4th and 20. And the Nebraska defense holds strong. So Adrian Martinez and the Cornhuskers offense is on the field now. He's rolling out. He finds Torrey on the crossing route to convert on 3rd and 7. 14-yard strike through the air. They move the chains. Now some flex bone action. Martinez pitches to Brody Belt, and he is going to be laid out in the backfield. But there is a flag on the play, holding on the Nebraska offense, so they're going to go backwards anyways. It's 1st and 20 now. A little bit of a split slot action as Martinez tries to go deep to Manning and almost picked off by a Buckeye defender. So 2nd and 20 now. Martinez dropping back, rolling out to his left here, trying to find a man open. Instead, he's going to take off, use his legs to pick up some yards. So it's 3rd and 9, a bit more manageable of a 3rd down. Martinez under center, dropping back, rolling out to his right, and he is sacked as he cannot find anybody open. So 4th and 18, and the Buckeyes get the ball back on offense after the punt. So another handoff here to Trevion Henderson. He picks up a 1st down. He would have himself a huge day on this one. So then we have Stroud handing off to Henderson yet again. He picks up a huge gain again, moves the chains. Now they're inside Nebraska territory with about 1:55 left in the quarter. So Henderson, once again, getting the ball, shedding multiple tacklers before he's finally tripped up by Ty Robinson short of the 1st down marker. So it's 3rd and 5. Stroud in the pistol. He's going to find Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end, but he is short of the 1st down. So it's 4th and 3. They would send the kick team out, and they knock it right through. So Ohio State takes a 3-0 lead in this game. Now there's 1 minute left in the first quarter. Nebraska back on offense. Martinez running the option. He's got himself a 1st down as he stiff arms a defender right off him. 17 yards on the ground. 3rd and 5 now later in the drive. Martinez in a bit of a shotgun formation, and he is going to be sacked for a loss of 8 yards, and they would have to punt it right back to the Buckeyes. So 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes offense. Henderson only gets 1 yard there, so a 3rd and 9 here. Huge play for the Nebraska defense upcoming. as Stroud looking to find a man, cannot. So Nebraska's defense comes up again, and they'll be punting it back to the Cornhuskers. Now about 5:55 left in the second quarter, as Martinez goes over the middle of the field and finds Omar Manning to move the chains inside Ohio State territory now. Here he finds Ramir Johnson, who sheds a tackler and then gets close to the first down marker. It's 2nd and 2. Now in the pistol, handoff Gabe Irvin Jr. He picks up the first down on a 6-yard rush. So 2nd and 13 later in the drive, Johnson in motion, and it's a busted play as just nothing happens when Martinez snaps the ball. So it's 3rd and 15 after a sack. Man in motion yet again, this time out of a tight flexbone formation, and nobody's open on the pass. So Martinez is sacked. 4th and 26. They're out of field goal range. It's still 3-0 as the Buckeyes get the ball back on offense, and Henderson, who else, picks up another first down on a huge 10-plus yard run. That time it was 14. So 2nd and 6 later in the drive. Henderson moving the chains yet again. They're at about midfield now, about the 45 actually. And now it's Master Teague III, the backup running back, coming in to get a snap here as he picks up a first down. Doesn't matter if it's Henderson, doesn't matter if it's the guy with the insanely cool name. They have themselves first downs through the run game. And now they're picking up a first down through the air as Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end, gets a nice little catch on the corner route. And now Henderson's going to be wrapped up on to force a 3rd and 5 here as JoJo Domann even talking a little bit of trash to him as he gets up. So 3rd and 5. Stroud finds Smith and Jigba, and he is going to convert that first down 9 yards through the air. 1st and goal upcoming. Stroud in the pistol, dumps off to Henderson on a screen, and he is going to be somehow stopped short of the goal line. So it's on the 1 yard line. The Buckeyes offense, Stroud has a QB keeper here on the read option. He sheds the tackle from Ty Robinson, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Buckeyes as they make it a 10-0 lead now. So 51 seconds left in the half as the Nebraska offense takes over. Martinez finds Brody Belt. He crosses midfield. He's into Ohio State territory. So 46 seconds left now. It's a fake pitch to Johnson. Martinez rolling out. He's going to find Belt once again, and he's going to run out of bounds right past the 20-yard line, about 39 seconds. So now it's 3rd and 10 later on in the drive. Martinez rolling out to his right, looking for a man downfield, and he cannot find it. So he's going to be sacked to force a 4th and 16. They would set up the kicking game as they knock down the field goal, and it's now back to being a one-score game as the halftime score in this one is 10 Ohio State, Nebraska 3, as we will now pick things up here in the third quarter. Nebraska on offense as the Buckeyes started with the ball in this game. It's going to be Brody Belt getting the ball in the triple option, and he picks up the first down. That's 3 big plays from Brody Belt this game, all here at the end of the second and start of the third. And now it's going to be a pitch to Austin Allen, the 6'9" tight end. I think I'll call him 6'7" in a video before. He's actually 6'9", so massive guy. And now it's 3rd and 8 later in the drive. Martinez cannot get the pass off, so now it's 4th and 8. They would punt it back, and Martinez would hurt on the play, but he would come back a little bit later as he only had the wind knocked out of him. So now it's a read option. It's going to be they're going to give it to Henderson, and he has a huge gain up the middle, 20 yards on the ground. Once again, another triple option. They give it to, or I think it was read option. They give it to Henderson, and he has a ton of space before being taken down by Cam Taylor-Britt deep inside Nebraska territory. And now Stroud, he's going to hook up with Olave, but he is pummeled by JoJo Domann, and he forces the incompletion. So now 3rd and 7 later on in that drive. Stroud needs a conversion here. He sheds the sack, and then he fires towards the end zone, but it's going to fall incomplete. So the kicking team comes back out for Ohio State, and they would reclaim their 10-point lead as they make their second field goal of the game. Now we pick things up back with Nebraska on offense. It's a 3rd and 5. 4 minutes left in the quarter. Omar Manning short of the first down, but he is going to be tackled by that face mask. So that's going to be a lucky play for Nebraska as they move the chains that way. And now they're about midfield. It's going to be a handoff to Ramir Johnson, and he is also going to be tackled by the face mask, so they move the chains once again with a little bit of luck. So now they're deep inside, or not deep-ish inside Ohio State territory, but then Martinez is going to be sacked right away as basically every lineman decides not to block anybody. 3rd and 19 now, Martinez dropping back, and once again nobody gets blocked. And Martinez is sacked for a second straight play, and he's deep outside of field goal territory now. So the Buckeyes get the ball back on offense, but 2nd and 2, a huge play here from Will Honus as he gets Henderson wrapped up for a big loss. So 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Buckeyes offense. Stroud is going to dump it off to Jeremy Ruckert, and he's going to be wrapped up by 2 defenders short of the first down marker. It's 4th and 3. They punt it back to Nebraska. So Martinez, a little bit of a broken play there, but Martin's going to shed the man who tries to tackle him, and he's going to be past the 50 here, past the 45, wrapped up at about the 41-yard line. So Nebraska inside Ohio State territory now. Martinez pitches it to Brody Belt. He picks up the first down on the option, and now into the 4th quarter now, 3rd and 7. Martinez rolling out. He's going to dump it off to Manning, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker. It's 4th and inches, but they're going to go for it here. Flexbone formation. Martinez gets the first down. He's going for more. Pitches to Brody Belt, and he's in the end zone. Brody Belt with a big game today as he gets a touchdown on his stats as well, and it's now back to a 3-point game as Nebraska gets their first touchdown of the game. So Buckeyes back on offense now. Henderson, 8-yard rush, 2nd and 2 upcoming for the Buckeyes. Now it's a little bit of an option play. Pitch out to Henderson, and he is stopped on a 3rd and inches. Upcoming now, Stroud pitches. Henderson sheds a tackler and gets the first down, just barely enough, so they move the chains. Now it's a 2nd and 1 on the next set of downs. Now it's Williams in the backfield, and he's going to be tripped up for a loss. So 3rd and 5 for the Buckeyes offense upcoming as JoJo Domann makes a big play there. So 3rd and 5, handoff Henderson, and he gets the first down. Tackled just short of about midfield, but he moves the chains. So the Buckeyes still on offense here. 2nd and 8 on the next set of downs. Now it's Williams. He's going to be tackled by Garrett Nelson for a loss of 1. 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Ohio State offense. It's a shotgun formation. Stroud going to the sidelines for Smith and Jigba, but he is out of bounds, and it's 4th and 9, so they will punt it back to Nebraska on offense. Martinez running some option here. He's going to keep it himself and then pitch to Ramir Johnson, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. Can he outrun number 7 on the defense? He stiff arms him for a few extra yards before he's finally wrapped up after 52 yards at about the 20-yard line. So deep inside Buckeye territory here. Triple option once again as Martinez is tackled by the horse collar there, which is not a penalty in this game, and he is hurt on the play, so Logan Smothers actually checks in at QB now, and he's going to keep this one himself on the option, and he's got himself a touchdown. The freshman redshirt QB out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, punches it in and takes the lead for the Cornhuskers as it's 17-13 after the extra point. So their defense needs a stop here. It's 2nd and 4, and they get a loss there as I believe that was Deontay Williams Sr. wraps up Stroud in the backfield. So 3rd and 7 here. Stroud swings it out to the flats, and then Henderson picks up the first down on a 9-yard reception. So about 2:13 left in the 4th quarter. Now it's going to be a handoff to Williams. He's wrapped up by Will Honus. 3rd and 3. Upcoming for the Buckeyes offense, out of the pistol, handoff Henderson, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield by Markel Dismuke, and it's now a 4th and 6. They need to go for it. So Stroud in the pocket, dumps off to Smith and Jigba. He's pushed back by Honus and then wrapped up by multiple defenders, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Nebraska runs out the clock, and they do it. They open off conference play by knocking off the number 3 team in the country. 17-13, the Nebraska Cornhuskers improve to 3-1 on the season. It was actually an extremely even day on offense as both teams had similar yards, 282 for Ohio State, 281 for Nebraska. A little bit more on the ground for Ohio State, but all in all, Nebraska did hold the Ohio State offense to only 13 points, and only 17 was needed for Nebraska as they eke this one out. You had Ramir Johnson, of course, getting 11 carries for 67 yards on the ground. That's 6 yards a carry. But the real story of the day on the offense was Brody Belt, the 5'9" receiver who gets some time at wingback as well, as he had 4 catches for 56 yards and also 4 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. You also had Logan Smothers, who punched it in on one of his few plays he played on the day, as he got the go-ahead touchdown after Adrian Martinez went down, but he would be back next week. It was only a rest-of-game injury. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Ty Robinson, the sophomore D-end, picked up 3 tackles and a sack on the day. But now the Cornhuskers look forward to next week as they have a tough road game coming up in conference play. They take on the number 10 team in the country at Indiana. They're 3-0 on the year, having a great year so far. And will the Nebraska Cornhuskers be able to capitalize on their huge win this week, or will that prove to be a fluke? So with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Nebraska Cornhuskers Dynasty. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I am saying, Daytona 500, baby!